Hello guys, welcome again to another video. My name is God's Gift Olomo. Okay, so this is now part 2 of our username and password validation. The previous video we talked about just password validation. So if you know, say you never watched that one, guys, go watch up so that you understand perfectly what to do for here. So before we continue, say me can thank one again for the like, the share, subscribe, and everything I do for the channel. They're very encouraging. Okay, so this time we will validate both the username and the password for the person to be able to log in. So this one are just the basic concept about it. But this time I'm going to use a dictionary rather. I'll use dictionary, then set password to an empty string. Then the next thing we'll do, we'll use write username and then prompt the user to register username. So write input register your username. Then what we want to do and be say the key, dictionary na key and value. So the key could be the username, the value could be the password. So we'll test if the username not in our not in our users dot keys, then we want to maybe say the person enter password. So password is equal to and then we would prompt the person to enter a password. So we say enter your password. Alright, so when the person enter the password, like again I talk about, we know they restrict the password to length or specific symbols, all of that. This is just basic stuff. So the next thing we'll do, we'll say users, then we'll set the username to equal our password. So with this we'll make them key and value. Then the next thing we'll do, we'll print registration successful, so that the user are going to say wait till they do this successful. Then at the end of the day, S, we want to print username already existing. So username already existing. So we'll test our code, we'll run this here. Then with the example we gave before, we'll write Python, then pass Python. So see, registration successful. Want to make this format this part where. Then let's try again to enter Python again. And okay. So we don't see the basic registration successful. Now we know which it is up. So I'll write Python again. So it's telling me username already existing. So we don't check that part. If we press our dictionary to find our dictionary, it says we get Python and then we get the password. Then we still get Python and get the password. The reason we say we will not receive this thing to be lower, which I explained the other time. So we'll make this lower and sorry guys. So I'm going to run this again. And this time enter username Python, then enter password, so pass Python. So it's going to show successful. Then let me rerun the dictionary again. So our dictionary, they show Python and the password there. So if I come back again to want to enter Python, even if I do capital letter Python, you can tell me username already existing. So we've validated this part. Now the next part we need to do now the login aspect. So writer login, and just the same we'll do for the other part. We'll impute, then we'll tell the user sign, enter yes to sign in, or no to exit. So if our login, so this place also go down in dot lower, so that's if we trap everything. If our login in, then a list, if you write yes or y, a list, if our list is, so if it's this, then the next we'll do is that the person should enter the username. So if we say username underscore check, then we'll prompt the user to enter the username. So this time we'll say enter your username, format away, which I'm going to also do here, format this part where, then we make it dot lower too, because yeah, that's all we want. Then we'll make the person to enter password, so do password underscore check 2 is equal to impute. So permit me, I'm going to just copy this part, which you see, enter your password. Okay, enter password. So yeah, so this is the part. So let's just do the s here so that I will not forget the part. So s print we hate to see you leave. So yeah, then the next thing we need to do, we need to then check the username. So we'll say for username in users dot keys, because dot keys go bring all the key in that place. So for username underscore, yeah, for username in keys, yes, that's what we'll do. The next thing we'll do again is that if our username, when the person enter, username check is equal to the username in that key. Remember, we only have one username, so it means that whatever we get, it did correct. So if it's equal, and if again we run another if the password check when the person enter password check, it's equal to password, that's is equal to the username. That's the user users dot get our username. Now what does dot get do? Dot get bring the value of a key. Now they bring commas. So what would they do? Say for users in users dot key, so you go bring the username commas. They bring the username commas. Now if the username will bring comma, they equal to waiting the user, you understand, enter, waiting the user enter for the user check. Then we want to also check the password. If the password is the same with waiting that username dot get username, waiting that username key value be. So if the password they the same, then we'll print, that is what we'll print this is what we'll print login. If we do hello let's say login successful. Then the next thing we do, if we say hello, or let's say welcome, then we won't give you know, we won't print the username out so that the person will not say that import ID. So welcome, then we just write username. So yeah, this is it, guys. I hope you understand. Then S, the next will go print. Now S will print incorrect password or username. So the person have to check any of this. I hope this is not too much. So let me explain again. We started by creating a dictionary, empty dictionary with password, and then we'd already do this part which you have tested. So we say username, the person could register the username. This part now to check. So check if a username it's existing. Already, then so that's what we do here. Then this last part will then now so this is the login validation. Okay, so this is the login validation. So we'll go test this code now. I think I've already entered. So yes, we'll write yes. Enter username. So I'm going to just write anything and see enter password. Let me just write anything. Let's see what we get. So we'll not get anything because this is wrong. So if I rerun this code, I maybe enter let's say we enter I think we entered Python before. Python. I'm seeing we need to, oh sorry, I need to enter yes. Slight mistake. Then Python. So I'm seeing password. I think we enter pass Python. So we see login successful, welcome Python. Now they echo the username of the person. You can decide to make this thing dot make it dot lower dot prop title rather, so that's you go print the capital letter, start with capital letter. So yes, I'm going to enter yes, and I'm going to enter Python and pass Python. So welcome Python. Then if I run it again, maybe I enter yes, then enter Python. Or maybe this time I wrote rubbish. So let's see what's same incorrect password or username there. So if I write no to tell me it's to see you leave, write it again, maybe do this to tell you it's to see you leave. So I remember I told you guys you can correct this part. So yeah, that is it, guys. Then another thing again, if we run another S here, so that in case the maybe username not the let's run an S here. Let me see, to say print, can do something like invalid username. So I will run this code and yeah, I'm going to write yes, and then let me just do something like this and see password. Let me see what to tell me, invalid username. So that's to say that even if we run this code and write yes, and maybe this time we give a jargon username, but the password, one of the passwords will wait the dictionaries, right? it's going to tell us invalid username. So this time he knows what is invalid. So it means from here we can come down to this place and then either write invalid, incorrect password or any of them. So this is the logic, guys. What I'll do, I'll drop this code on my GitHub, and I'll put the repo for the description, so you can go to my GitHub and get the code. All right, guys. So now here we'll end. I'll see you for the next video. Bye, guys.